Hi, boys and ghouls. Dr. Kevin Lynch here for the Pet Mindset. God, I love doing that. Happy Halloween. So we're going to give you some tips what your pets think about Halloween. What's on their mind? What are the do's and the don'ts? How to keep them safe, how to keep them happy during Halloween night when spooky things are happening. So stay tuned. Happy Halloween, folks. So let's talk about dogs for a second with Halloween. Halloween, again, is this wonderful time, folks. Same thing applies. The risk of wires for pups. Archie loves to chew things. He's enjoying his hypoallergenic biscuit, but wires, not so good to chew on. Strings, things that hang off costumes, things that can get caught in their mouth or in their lower jaw or under their tongue, as we discussed. Very unusual. And by the way, Archie's all duded up for Halloween. He's got his bow tie on. There are a number of things that we have to think about with objects too. A lot of plastics, scary plastics come along with Halloween. And I've had dogs come in with pieces of toys like this or costumes in them and caught in their stomach. Very bad. These things are very sharp when they go in. Looks deadly sharp on the hand. Skulls, all sorts of things that are tended to Halloween. They're great, scary stuff, but don't leave them where your animals can get them. That's very important. Another topic with dogs that we see all the time, we worry about it with Halloween, is chocolates. Chocolates come in many varieties. White chocolate is not toxic for dogs, but milk chocolate, it's getting to be a density of chocolate in there that can be really difficult for them to handle and causes toxicity. The worst of the chocolate is cocoa powder. It's very dense. It's the densest form of chocolate out there. Also dark chocolates. These things produce a chemical called theobromine and caffeine. And when a dog ingests them, the heart rate goes up, the temperature goes up, they can become agitated, they can actually seizure. Very, very bad. Watch chocolates. Another thing that we worry about is a chemical called xylitol. Xylitol is in gum. We flavorize cakes or gums or candies with it. Animals cannot metabolize xylitol. It causes a massive release of insulin. Their sugar drops dramatically because that's what insulin does. It drives sugar down. So candies, watch them. Don't let them, animals get them at all. Very dangerous. If your animal has chewed on something, eaten something they shouldn't have, like xylitol containing gum or candies or chocolates, and remember, dark chocolate is the worst for toxicity, call your veterinarian. They can help you understand if the amount of chocolate that's been taken in and the type of chocolate that's been taken in is toxic or life-threatening. Little dogs are a lot more susceptible to eating a little bit of dark chocolate than a 150-pound Great Dane. However, everything can be calculated out by your veterinarian to know whether that animal needs to come into the animal hospital and be made to vomit and get support medication. These are things that your veterinarian can determine over the phone. Also, poison control. If you can't readily reach a veterinarian, poison control is a great resource. The bottom line is this: be the pet parent. And kids, you have to be the pet parent too. Help your parents understand where the candies are. Don't let your little brother or little sister hide things where the animals may find it. So, so important. One other thought about Halloween, folks. Halloween is very anxiety producing for some animals. Some pets, dogs, cats, small animals, birds, they all can react to the sounds.
I got a bone to pick with you.
The exuberant celebration, the doorbell ringing 40, 50 times a day with kids at the door in costumes. Don't let your animals get overly anxious about it. If you have an animal that's on cardiac medication due to age or anxiety medication because he has anxiety under normal circumstances, isolate them to themselves. Put them in a room where they're safe and they can't hear the commotion. Put on music that they can listen to. I'm sure they would appreciate that. Archie's very well adapted to these changes, but some animals aren't. The day after Halloween, we call it Halloween Hangover Day. Animals will come in that are stressed out, they're off the beam, the heart rates are up, or their anxiety hits like a storm. We need to be mindful before the fact. The more you protect them, the more you treat them like family, the more you safeguard their existence. That equals love, folks. So there's a lot to think about with Halloween. Thanks for listening, folks. Hi, folks. Thank you for sharing this time with us today. If you like what you've heard, you like the content, please visit our website, like, share, and subscribe. And please leave comments. Help us build this content. Help us build this community. Thanks, folks.